What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, all right? So in this video, I want to talk about Russell Westbrook, all right? And Russell Westbrook has been in the news recently because Kevin Durant, who continues to harbor some type of resentment toward Russell Westbrook, said in an interview that, well, he was asked to name his 5 best teammates. And I believe he named James Harden, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kyrie Irving. All right. And, had he just named those guys, I couldn't say he sneaked this, Russ. But the fact that he went with Serge Ibaka, you know what I'm saying? And then the interviewer reminded him about Russell Westbrook. He said, oh, yeah, Russell Westbrook. Look, man, at the end of the day, people can say what they want, man. That was a sneak diss. Okay? Most people would consider Russ Durant's best teammate with the Thunder. Okay? I know some people could say, well, Ibaka's won a championship with Toronto and all this shit, man. At the end of the day, most people will tell you that Russell Westbrook was Durant's, most talented, at least, teammate with the Thunder. Whatever issue is going on with those guys, I don't know, okay? I do know this, okay? Is Russell Westbrook a upper echelon Hall of Fame guy? No. Is Russell Westbrook playing for stats? Probably. But I'll tell you this, okay? The same way that people can say, look, Kevin Durant is thumbing a nose to the media by stacking the deck, which I understand why he's doing that, to screw these motherfuckers over because they shit on him all the time, and that's 100% correct. But at the same time, maybe Russell Westbrook is stacking his numbers because everybody talks shit about him. Everybody talks about how he can't shoot threes and, he's a detriment to your team, even though, all his teammates seem to love him for some reason. That he's this and that. But he's saying, well, you know what? I may never win a championship. I may never be in a position where I'm going to win a championship. So I'm just going to make my legacy as Mr. Triple-Double. Now, that's selfish? I don't know. I do know this. I wonder why Russ gets so much hate from people, right, in the media. But at the same time, Nikola Jokic does the same thing. And obviously he pads his numbers. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I think he kind of hurts the team. Because he's been, Nikola Jokic has had the ball more just to pad his numbers to the point where I think he's been hurting Denver. But because, look, certain people get passes in the media. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Kendrick Perkins the other day, even though I don't like that motherfucker, he did make a point about how Luka Doncic whines all the time. And if you look at social media, everybody was going in on Kendrick Perkins. But had Kendrick Perkins went in on Kevin Durant, everybody would be like, yeah, Kendrick, keep it real, man. That dude's he's a crybaby sensitive ass nigga. Because I'm programmed to hate my own kind. Whatever. But look, Russell Westbrook has been balling lately, okay? And I think they're supposed to play the Golden State Warriors tomorrow. But Russell Westbrook, I think, has had 8 consecutive triple-doubles. All right? So he's averaging a triple-double for the season. At this point, he's probably going to average a triple-double for the fourth time in 5 years, okay? Which is historic. And if this was Luka Doncic doing it, you know what I'm saying, or LeBron James, it'd be everywhere. His fans would be bragging about it. But Russ apparently is the only guy in the NBA to pick the stat pad, I guess. You know what I'm saying? He's at 172 career triple doubles. So at this point, he's only 9 away from tying and 10 away from surpassing Oscar Robertson's official triple-double record. Though, as I've said before, the real triple-double king is Wilton Norman Chamberlain, okay? Because they just haven't been able to count the blocks, okay? But if you count the blocks, Wilt probably had at least 400 triple-doubles. At least. That's the low end. High end, maybe 500, okay? But look, I'm gonna say this about the stat pad thing with Russ, okay? I remember people saying that he was stealing rebounds from Steven Adams, right? But as soon as Russ left OKC, right, Steven Adams' rebounds went down, or they're about the same. Right? Whereas when James Harden, or the Rockets organization, traded, what's his name, man? The big man with Atlanta right there. I can't think of his name. Comment section will tell me. When they traded him, now all of a sudden he's leading the NBA in rebounding. To me, if Russ really wanted to pad his numbers, he would get a triple-double every night. This is a guy that went out when Nipsey Hussle died. This is a guy that went out and said he's going to get a 20-20-20. And he did it. Most players can't do that. Almost no one can do that. Okay? LeBron James fans don't like Russell Westbrook because he's doing what everybody says LeBron could do. And he's only 6'3". And the reason why I like Russ, even though, yeah, I'm a sensible fan because I do recognize his flaws. And when people criticize him, it's justified a lot of times, okay? But what I do like about Russ is he plays like an old schooler. A lot of people complain about how these guys don't really work hard. They don't go out there and play. They're stealing money, all this shit. Russ goes out there for the most part and play. Now, has he sat some games? Yeah. The guy's had fucking multiple surgeries. This guy's fucking broken down. If Kawhi Leonard can miss some games because of surgery or have a problem physically, Russell Westbrook has fucking had 6 or 7 different surgeries over the years. But he's still out there performing at a very high level. I thought he was done. I did a video earlier this year saying I think Russell's done. I was wrong. He's not done. He still has a lot left in the tank. And no matter what people might say about him and denigrate his game, he will go down as a Hall of Famer. And that's all that matters. Now, I wish he won a championship, but he's going to go down as a historic all-time player. Now, of course, in this comment section, there's going to be people that's hating on him and saying all this bullshit, which is going to validate my claim that he's the most hated player in the history of the NBA. Why? I don't fucking know. I do know this, though. Allen Iverson, when he was playing, had a lot of haters. Now, over time, people have grown to revere him because of now, in hindsight, you can see things. Hindsight is 20/20. Russell Westbrook is hated right now, but I have a feeling that some years after he retires, and I think other aspects of Russ's personality in his life will be better known, I think people have a better light on him. But we'll see, all right? But yeah, this comment section, the apathy is going to show what I'm talking about. People don't really like the dude, man, and it makes no sense. The dude never killed anybody. He's never murdered anybody. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really say a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? He's not a controversial personality per se, but people just don't like him. But that's the power of the media. The power of the media and how they can persuade people. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got to say. Tell me what you guys think.